You are now live.
Hi, live.
Hello, everyone. Hola, buenas tardes. Yes, we're coming to you live from Panama in the afternoon.
Very good Spanish.
Oh,
Buenas
thank
tardes.
you. Oh, thank you very much. Wherever you are in the world, maybe it's morning, maybe it's evening, maybe it's afternoon. And maybe you'll see this on the replay when you're asleep. And if you happen to do that, give us a hashtag replay. Let us know where you're coming in from, wherever you are in the world. We'd love to know what you're up to, where you're coming on in from. So here we go, this week's Instagram Live, my dear.
Gosh, I cannot believe it is the end of July.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yeah,
so that
here we
means
are.
we've only got, let's see, August, September, October, November, December until
5
Christmas.
months.
That
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Yeah,
I
we
cannot believe
are
it.
rolling in 2026. All right, well,
Shall I dive in?
Well, yeah, let's let the folks know who we are and what's going on.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Laura.
Yo,
Good to
Laura.
see ya.
Good to see you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Isabel. I'm the medical doctor and co-founder of Doctor on a Mission, and I get to work alongside my wonderful and fun husband, Michael, who's a nutritional chef. And we lead women through midlife in a holistic way. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Laura, let us know where you're coming from.
I think Laura's coming in from down under, from that beautiful New Zealand countryside.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where Laura is. Okay, so
Well, how would we know that? Well,
because
we lived in New Zealand for 25 years, and we just came over here 6 months ago to Panama.
Yes, Laura's in Taupo, New Zealand.
Yeah, lovely area, beautiful
Nice.
area.
Oh,
Good to
very
see you.
refreshing and cool.
Yeah, very refreshing. Not quite as warm
Oh
as what
my
we got
gosh.
here.
I am dripping and sweated so hot. It is. It's very hot. Okay, so
You're always hot.
I know. Oh, well, haha. You're funny. Haha. Okay, so today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics called PMDD. It's more than PMS drama, okay? And we're going to stay here to spot the signs.
Spot the signs.
Yes. Oh, wow, it's freezing here, and we had a -9 the other day. Oh, that's cold.
Well, you know where Panama is.
You can come visit
Yes.
if you'd like. You know you got a place. So, why am I going to talk about PMDD? Because we have gone through it, and we want to help all of you who might be going through it. PMD, look, let me ask you this.
Now, let me clarify. I've gone through it from the witness point of view.
Right. I know, you did.
With
You were
a
the-
wife and
you were
two
the
daughters.
husband.
Yeah, with a wife and 2 daughters. Yeah, I'm the witness to all this. So for you guys out there, it's probably good to learn this and pay attention, because you can pass it on to the women in your life. I can guarantee it'll help.
Yeah.
Correct?
Don't you wish some guy would have told you about it?
I wish I'd had a heads up on some of this stuff that was going on.
It was almost
like,
grounds for
"Whoa."
divorce, but luckily we didn't divorce over
No,
this.
no.
But it got ugly. So here, this is what we're going to talk about. So what is PMDD? Have you ever felt like a totally different person about a week or two before your period? If so, give me a thumbs up, because I did, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, you're sad, you're mad, you're ready to, like, literally slap somebody. I'm sorry, but that's just, you just become like, who am I? And you know that you've changed, and you're saying things that you really wish you wouldn't be saying, but you say them anyway. And then you really feel like, why did I say that? And then your period comes, and then you're normal again. If that's you, I want to talk to you about that, because it's a real and quite devastating experience. Right, Beth?
Why you keep looking at me like, okay,
Poor
I
Michael.
will jump in at some certain
Poor
point.
Michael, he went through this with me.
I will jump in, yeah.
So it's real and devastating. So when I was, I'd say 34, 35, not all women go through this. Some women just go through regular old PMS, And some women go through the next level, which is PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder. And there's a lot of theories. We used to think that it was just low progesterone, but now we're thinking, now the latest research from what I read today is that progesterone, the metabolite called apregnenolone, is affecting the brain in a different way, and some women just feel the PMDD. They feel really mad and sad and emotional, and they feel, you ask them, are you okay? And we say, oh, we're fine.
I'm fine.
But fine really stands...
What does fine mean?
Oh, bad.
When you ask, oh, hey, what's going on? How are you? I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. What's your problem?
Yeah.
I'm fine. What does the matter with you? Well, fine really, in our language, our girl language, fine means frustrated, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Just so you know what fine stands for. And I can say that because I'm a girl. So here's what would happen. Oh my gosh, I would become like a different human being, and I did not know what was going on. Mm-hmm. And it happened in my mid-30s, and I just, if I could just not be a doctor for 2 weeks out of the month, everything would be fine. If I could hide in a cave for 2 weeks during that time, life would be good. But that was not my situation. We had one child at that point. Yep, she was 2 years old. I was a doctor. We were married, and poor Michael.
Like everybody else, you got life. You can't just go and hide away for a couple weeks out of the month. You got to live.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you see on the outside? Poor Michael. He'd be like, babe, and I'd be like, I'm fine. What's your problem?
Well, just that, I think we would use the term titchy or something like that. Basically, when the words were just scratchy and kind of like they had an edge to it, it would be the norm, your normal words and this and that. Sure, we have conversations. We have inspired. We use the word inspired. We have inspired discussions.
Or spirited.
Oh, spirit. That's
we have spirited.
We have spirited discussions.
Yeah.
But it never goes to any kind of huge level. They're just spirited, and you're discussing and you're talking about things. But during this time, it could be just something like, hey, I'm going to put this glass over here, and I'll be right back because I got to go to the bathroom or something like that. And it'd be like, don't put that there, get that. And it'd be like, oh, okay, let me just, because you didn't want to go any further with that. But it would just, little things that would
You're
set
not
off.
changing the baby's diaper correctly. What is the matter with you? Don't you know how to... Like, my voice and my attitude, I just became a mean human being.
Yeah.
And I'm really a pretty nice human being.
You're a beautiful human being, and so it's good that, coming out the other side of that, you're able to learn about this and the functional medicine side, how you're studying that and working with women on that and helping them understand, okay, there's some stuff going on here, and there's some things we can do.
And then afterwards, when I'd start my period, I'd be like, I would feel like, I'm back to normal. Like, it would be like, let me know if you all feel this. And then later on, we would be able to talk, and I'd go, what just happened?
Yeah, did I say anything? I'd be like, well, it's okay. Let's just forget about it and move on.
Yeah, but Michael would say, I know. I can just tell. And I'd go, well, what do you see? What do you mean you can tell? And he'd go,
just not that joy and peace and smile, and just the countenance of the face changes a little bit. It gets a little more tight and there you go. That sums it up. That sums it up right there. That's good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to talk about the treatments that we can do, but you're going to talk about the natural treatments that we can do.
Yeah, I just want to say from a nutritional point of view, one of the things we do understand is that even if that is happening, one of the best things we can do is have shall I say, a clean running engine nutritionally for our body, so our brain health is good, our gut health, all those types of systems are at least give us a good chance of having a little bit better equilibrium. Because when we're eating things like I call it frankenfoods, and those are Frankenstein foods that are created in the labs, when we're eating those types of foods, the processed foods, you understand what I'm talking about, those types of things that can really mess us up. They throw our gut health off, our brain health, our nervous system gets all impacted by all of that. We won't get into all the details of that, but just know that if you're having those types of foods,
which is what we're craving.
Which is what
we're craving, the potato chips,
right,
the chips.
Stuff. Yeah, the stuff.
Yeah.
The candy,
the
sugars,
the ice cream,
the
candy bars,
the carbs that have no nutrient value. Understanding that your body needs to have carbs. It's a major macronutrient. But the carbs should be coming from vegetables and fruits and salads and those types of things.
Yeah.
But if it's the carbs that you're grabbing for are coming for things that have no nutrient value, like a donut or a cake or a brownie or a scone or just constantly eating bread, that stuff's going to really mess you off. So what we recommend is what I call a mildly ketogenic lifestyle eating plan. And what that means is, yes, there's a ketogenic, but that ours is what's called mildly ketogenic, meaning it's plant-based. You got a lot of plants, you got a lot of what's called one ingredient foods. You got, like a cauliflower is one ingredient, broccoli is one ingredient, those types of things. And then you're having good fats where you're having avocado, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, nuts and seeds, olives, those types of good fats, and then some good protein with it, and you're having that nice, clean running engine that keeps you going.
Because of the blood sugar, right?
It keeps your glucose levels nice and has a good equilibrium of your glucose levels. You don't want those sugars running through the crashes and burns, that we see all the time. And you feel, we get what's called hangry.
Right.
And, I'd seen that before we got things working correctly nutritionally where, and we can all get that. That's not just women, that's men too. We get what's called hangry where we're hungry and angry at the same time. We're crashing. And it's just get out of my way, I'm grabbing something, and then we shoot back up. And that's like the worst thing for us when we're going up and down on the blood sugar levels, and it really impacts us that way. And then the other thing what you want to be doing is keeping up some kind of regular exercise. Just keep your movement going. I know not everybody, when I mention the word exercise or fitness, it's like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. But one thing we always talk about is I get to do that. Because the important part about fitness and exercise is understanding that if you are able to walk, if you are able to do any kind of resistance, or maybe where you have some weights, or you can do some different types of exercises, you're blessed. Because there's people who, unfortunately, are unable to do anything, and that's pretty harsh. So if you're able to do some type of fitness and exercise and movement, we learn, because we don't want to work out.
Just so you know, I never want to work out, ever.
We don't want to work out, but we change.
But I like the results.
Our mindset to I get to work out, and
right.
we just focus on the results.
Right.
And so that just changes the mindset around it. And again, if you're 35 and over, women and men, you kind of want to move away from cardio to more resistance work, where you're using some weights or even just your own personal body weight, but you want to start working more toward resistance. That's very important.
Because muscle is the new gold, right?
It's muscles. Well, muscle and bone, muscle mass and bone density
strength,
is just so important as you age, and especially from 35 on up.
Right.
It's very, very important. We don't want to get to a point of life where we can't even go up steps anymore, or we're very shaky when we walk because we don't have leg strength.
Or you can't put your suitcase in an airplane up above your head. Like, you want to be able to do that until your last breath.
Yeah.
Because that means you got strength in your arms.
And some other things is just understanding stress reduction. Everybody's got some kind of stress in their life. Stuff's happening. And whether for you that's prayer, meditation, yoga, dance, whatever it may be.
Singing,
singing.
Worship.
There's some kind
you
of
know who I'm talking to.
Stress reduction. And one of the things we like to do, and we've talked to people about, when, if they have that busy lifestyle day, going, and, you might be a mom with kids and career and all these things going on, or even a guy with all this stuff going on. What's a nice thing to do is set an alarm in your phone just a couple times during the day where for 5 or 10 minutes it just says quiet time. Meaning if you can step outside, great, or if you can find a quiet corner. But 5 to 10 minutes a couple times a day where you can be alone, quiet, where your mind just isn't racing. Grab a cup of green tea or some water.
And it might even be the bathroom for women.
Might be the bathroom.
And guys, and fathers and kids, fathers and mothers.
Chamomile tea, those types of things where you can just and allow your nervous system that's just heightened to just give it 5 or 10 minutes for everything to come back down, so you can refocus and get going again. So those are just some different things you can do.
Good job, Ed.
Holistically, that's naturally can
very
help
helpful
to during these times give yourself, because you want to give yourself the best chance of having a good natural month where you're not just all over the show
and getting a divorce. Just saying. I mean, it really was.
Even just or even just if you're single, just unhappy with yourself because you don't want to be that way, and you might be that way around your friends and other people that you know, or even at work.
Right.
And you're like, gosh, why can't I focus? Or why am I such a mess at work for 10 days out of the month? I want to be able to have a good, strong month in and month out. So these are just some ways that can help you just balance out and stay emotionally stable throughout the month.
But wait, there's more.
There is
more.
So
now we're going to talk about what...
Well, I have a little green tea.
Yes. We're going to talk about some additional support that you can do. One is definitely have a quality multivitamin, multimineral every day. Because look, I know you're saying, oh, but I eat so good and I buy such good food. Well, yeah, maybe about 100 years ago. But our soil is depleted and there's so many pesticides, so just a good multivitamin, multimineral, and not something from the grocery store.
Excuse me, I have to sneeze. Go ahead.
Okay. Not from a grocery store. Bless you, hon. Not from the grocery store, from a reputable source. Another is make sure you're having a vitamin B complex. Excuse me. And the reason is vitamin Bs are very good for our nervous system to keep us calm. And make sure that the vitamin B has 50 to 100 milligrams of vitamin B6 in it, because that will help you just stay calm. It's very important for our brain health. The next is magnesium. If you tend to get constipated 2 weeks before your period, you want to start using magnesium citrate. So you want to do the magnesium citrate. And if you tend to get, not constipated and you have sloppy poos, then you want to use magnesium glycinate, and that will keep you in better condition. So those are the 3 supplements that I highly recommend. Now, pharmaceuticals. So the standard of treatment, this is what I was placed on during that period until I found bioidentical hormones. But I was placed, the standard of treatment is an SSRI, an antidepressant. But anyway, besides that, yes, so I used Prozac for a couple of years, and did it help? Oh yeah, it helped a lot. We're still married.
Yeah.
And poor Michael saw he saw the results. He saw results.
However, yes. I do want to say, and I don't know, maybe you were going to
No, go for it, Beb.
But I do remember one time, well, probably a couple times, and I noticed it myself, one of our daughters saying, "Mom, are you all right?"
Oh, no.
Because your what do you call affect?
Emotions. Just
Yeah,
I was
basically,
very.
you know,
I had a flat affect.
Flat affect, flat emotions, and that's just not Isabel. Basically, those types of things. Sure, you're not getting like, you know, crazy going off, but you're not doing anything. You're just, yeah, I'm good. Okay.
Right.
How's it going?
I know.
Oh, you're going away for a while. Oh,
Right.
okay.
We were at the airport.
Yeah, good to see you. All
Yep.
right, nice catching you. All right. we'll
Hi,
see you.
Jencha. Thanks for joining.
Hey,
Let us
good
know
to
where
see
you're
you.
coming from. Like, for instance, this
Yeah.
is what how Prozac affected me. And it affects a lot of people like this. No libido. Like, forget about doing the wild thing. Not even a thought for those 2 weeks. And then about the emotion, yeah, it was very flat emotionally.
flat,
I remember our youngest daughter was going away on a big OE, which is what happens in New Zealand. The kids are like, we're out of here, bye-bye, a lot of them. And she was at the airport. Normally, I cry. I am such a crybaby. I feel everybody and everything. And she was saying goodbye, and she was giving me a hug, and she pulled back. She goes, Mom, aren't you sad that I'm leaving? And I go, yeah, I'm very sad. And she goes, well, why aren't you crying? And I was like, I can't cry. And it was because of the Prozac. So just let you know, that's some of the things that can happen. So the first line of treatment are SSRIs like Prozac and Zoloft, or oral contraceptives. I think the oral contraceptive that's being used right now is Yaz. And that's to help with the PMDD. However, there is another treatment, an oral, an off-label, and a lot of doctors are using it. I use it for my patients, and some doctors around the world are using it. Functional medicine doctors are using it, and it's micronized oral progesterone. It's the progesterone that your body makes. It's body identical. We call it bioidentical, and bio means biologically. It's identical to what your body is making. Now, it's oral micronized progesterone is like Valium for the brain. It's very calming. We have more progesterone in the second part of our menses, of our period, and it calms us down. It keeps us at peace. And when we have a baby, we have a lot more progesterone too. It just keeps us nice and calm. Now, for me, it worked. 100 to 200 milligrams every night, day 14 through 28, or when I started my period. If you are having irregular periods, then you can start it on day 8 until the day you start with your period. Now, some women don't react very well to micronized progesterone, and they get wired and more angry. So that's a few percentage, but that can happen to some women. So just keep that in mind. I, thank God, did not have that problem, so I was able to use it. And look, I still use micronized progesterone postmenopausal because it's great for sleep too.
Yes.
So those are the options right now. Did you want to say anything before we start landing this plane?
Oh, well, you having gone through that, through that age group of 35 to 65, you'll be 67 here in a few months and looking amazing,
66.
of course.
What are you talking about? I'm going 67.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You're going to be 67 in a
Oh,
few
I thought
months.
you said 66.
Yeah, you're going to be 67 in a few months. You're 66
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm turning 29, right?
Right. and amazing that you've gone through
Thank
it,
you,
come out
Ben.
the other side, and what we're able to share is you had all these things going on, and at the time there was no knowledge.
No.
Women's health, from my perspective, watching it, seeing it, being your husband, having a wife and 2 daughters, watching women's health and where it's come, especially over the last 5 years. 25 years ago, I mean, it wasn't even like women's health, whatever. Yeah, here's some drugs. Let's, okay, you guys should just medicate you guys and calm down, and away you go. But from what we've learned so much over the last 5, 10, 15 years, knowing that this is an important stage of life, that's 35 to 65 for women, and there's a lot we can do to make a difference and because women deserve to have a long, healthy, fantastic life and not have to suffer through that midlife time.
It can be a wonderful
It can be a
time
wonderful time.
if you're surrounded by people and medical professionals that understand what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
And helps you. Yeah.
And people that understand what's happening.
Which is why we're here.
And that's why it can be an exciting time
Yeah.
to learn really what's happening through this.
Because we don't want you to go through what we went through.
And the guys will appreciate it.
Yeah, the guys, like your husbands will appreciate it.
I'm here for the guys to
I
help
know.
them out.
I know. Because they have no idea what is the matter with my woman, my
Yep,
girl.
Yep.
Well, anyway, so we're going to be landing. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Go ahead and share this with other people that you think might benefit from it, and we'll see you next Thursday. In closing, look, midlife between 35 and 65 is a wonderful time. We're here to help you do it holistically and be excited about this period of time, not dreading it. There's a lot of changes that happen, but you can learn how to work with it so that you don't end up like everybody else that you're seeing out there. You can be a different story. We know the way, and we're helping so many women through that, and husbands along the way, so they can still stay in love, because we can totally understand how you can become disenamored,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
With your girl.